So Daphne, so she was saying that basically the first course is an amuse-bouche. So it's this one right here. It has coconuts, leeks, lemongrass, basically something refreshing. And then we have something I don't remember, but she did say that you can pick it up by your hands and just eat it straight away. So, well, it's like eating sushi, I guess. Now this is pretty interesting. Like shrimp crackers, fish crackers. Fancy. Oh, that's good. So my dish has elderflower, dill, quinoa, basically vegetarian awesomeness. And the way that sauce was just drizzled ever so poetically. God, it better be good. Here we go. The creaminess and velvetiness from the sauce. And then there's that crisp from the vegetables. And then there's a little bit of bitterness from, I guess, the microgreens, the cream sauce. Oh, wow. That's so interesting. Okay, for our next course, it is celeriac. On the sides, you have your green apples, so I'm guessing it has some tartness to it. The sauce is vegetarian dashi. First of all, I didn't even know that dashi wasn't vegetarian, so interesting. So we have that little bit of mushroom, the celeriac. I hear that in MasterChef Australia all the time, celeriac. And the microgreens and the mushrooms. Crunchy, like the potatoes. It also has a burst of like juiciness. So we have here our caviar with potatoes. You said chives. The silence speaks volumes. Creaminess from the potato, it's frothy, it's airy, but then you get those little bursts of saltiness from the caviar, and then the crunch from that little barquillos or crepe, and then you put them all together and it's warm and fuzzy, and it's like, it is like a bowl, a little bowl of a sweet bougie hug. Okay, so, I think for any vegetarian or vegan, truffles is really like the Hermes of food. Served in a big plate like this. Truffle is just so aromatic. It has that distinct smell, that aroma, that even as you smell it, you're already savoring it and eating it. And the dish is actually quite similar to the caviar dish that we just had beforehand. So they're having the fish, which is exactly like mine, but replace the fish, I have asparagus. It's on a bed of broad beans, and then you have the foam from a hazelnut puree. Really nice. Let's see. Asparagus. It's gonna sound really strange, but you know how it's like a hazelnut puree? I swear to God, there's like a hint of Nutella there. Not because it's Nutella, but it has such a distinct earthy sweetness. So good, that hazelnut. And one must wonder, like, when is it going to end? Because we're getting so full. But you know what? In the same way that a regular person would have a steak, in this case they're having the venison, I get a chunk of beetroot, also with beetroot sauce and a whole lot of other things. Okay, beetroot steak, here we go. Okay. To every Filipino out there, alam po natin ang bistek Tagalog. It does taste a little bit like the sauce of beefsteak Tagalog, where it's a little bit sweet because it's got some onions in it. I know some people like the texture of meat, but for the people who've never had meat, the beetroot it's juicy, It's succulent. It's kind of meaty because it is thick. It's sweet but still earthy. It's actually very reminiscent. Again, the perfect way to describe is like a bistec Tagalog. Yeah. Okay, we're now here at dessert. You've got some strawberry over some shortcake with some cream and some other good stuff. The strawberries are so fresh. Not sweet, but on a tart note with a strawberry. It's almost like a palate cleanser. Very refreshing. And right behind me is actually the oldest bakery in Amsterdam. And what are they known for? They're actually known for, you know, those stroopwafels that are super, 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 super thin. And then they have like some chewy something right at the center. And there's actually a girl that's making it right in front of you, you know, to add to the Instagram, to add to like the heritage and what it's known for. But yeah, the oldest bakery in Amsterdam. We ordered 3. You know, there's so many versions of this that you can get, like, you know, in those European delicatessens and specialty stores, and but to have it fresh. So here we go. I mean, of course it's warm. You know, usually when you buy it like ready-made, like in those packs, and it's usually a little bit more chewy. This one, it really tastes like a wafer, like a biscuit. It has like this very sweet filling inside, maybe perhaps like a marmalade or a jam. I mean, am I dying over it? Not really. But it's one of those, like, it's so nice to be able to go to the place where it all started, and knowing that it's so historical, the oldest bakery in Amsterdam, and you're literally getting a taste of history. Of course it makes it special. Absolutely. Very nice. Hans Eggstorf. Bye-bye. You know, nowadays, people do Grab, Uber Eats, Food Panda. But the way how we roll on the Paradis, we are gonna dock our boat and pick up our food. Yay! Our food is here. Nice. Okay, so we ordered basically afternoon snack. You know, it's an afternoon snack that we're gonna have right now. We ordered a couple of croquetas of different varieties, as you can see here, with like different sauces, and yeah, to be paired with our wine. Excellent. Okay, so this place, it's really, really popular. The moment you say Carousel Pancake House, like everybody knows it. What is my verdict? For me, I think a couple of things. You know, when I think of pancakes, especially the ones that you usually have in, let's say in American diners where it's really, 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 really stacked, and it's a lot. It's so filling, it's so heavy, while for some people that is a great way to enjoy their pancakes. As for me, I really enjoy this because to think the plates are super, super big, as you can see in the table, right? It takes up pretty much the whole table just for 3 plates. Because it is so thin, it honestly doesn't feel like you're having a big pancake. Number 2, it's not actually sweet. You can modify the sweetness based on the flavor that you get. I mean, if you just get sugar and butter, they don't put a lot of the powdered sugar, and it's up to you to add it, also with a little bit of your syrup. What I also really, really liked is that knowing that you can actually have it with fresh fruit. So that's, you know, I would like to think you get a little bit of your healthy dose of vitamin C from your fruit, but at the same time have your sweet from the pancake. And last but not the least, what I really love is the surprise for me was the savory pancake. And once again, because it's really, really thin, you can actually enjoy more without having to feel like you're eating so much. It was a very nice surprise for me. So yeah, so again, it doesn't have to be vegetarian. It comes with ham, there's like bacon and cheese. And for me, I really wanted to opt for something healthier. And the fact that usually when you think of healthy, it's not really delicious, I beg to differ. It would have made the menu if they didn't think so, right? All right, so Carousel, I don't know if we can actually ride this thing, but for sure, really nice. Hi, okay, so where are we? I wish I could say it right. It says Café Papeneiland.
Café het Papeneiland.
So anyway, this cafe, it's actually quite lovely because every time we go to a restaurant, we're always inside. And as much as the inside is actually quite historical, I'll get to that in a bit. Who doesn't want to go to Europe and do people watching, having some cafe, and in this case, some apple pie, historical apple pie, by an outdoor cafe and just by the canals in Amsterdam. As cliche as it gets, I don't think it's just a touristy thing to do because there are hundreds and hundreds of cafes scattered all around Amsterdam, especially in the canals, and you will just see so many locals just hanging out, having their coffee, or just enjoying the view. Okay, so it stopped raining and it's absolutely perfect. Especially for chilly weather, you would think that you would have some apple pie. So this place is actually quite famous for 2 things. Number 1, so during the Dutch Protestant Reformation, so that basically means that it was a time, I think in the 16th or 17th century, where Catholicism was banned. So for those who were Catholics, and then I guess if we're saying Reformation, I guess they're trying to change the religion from Catholicism to Protestant. So that means having to practice or say that you're Catholic was absolutely not allowed. So for those people who actually wanted to worship or go to church, they would have to do it secretly. So how would they do that? So in this restaurant, when you enter, it's really, it has this very antique, like old world vibe. So I guess it's nice they really tried to stay as true as they could to its roots. And then inside there's like a little room, and then there's a little bit of a stairway that goes down. So those stairways, or that stairway, actually leads to a tunnel that would lead to the church where the Catholics would actually hear Mass. Now, unfortunately, according to our server, Nick, that although the stairs tourists can see, but you can't really go down, or it doesn't lead anywhere. It's closed off, that tunnel, because it is dangerous. And knowing this day in social media, some die-hard influencers are going to risk their lives just to get into the tunnel just for great content. We're not doing that today, folks. The great content that we were sharing is this great apple pie. Okay, so we're gonna try it. So we actually got two versions. So the two versions that we got was the plain apple pie and the one with whipped cream. So I'm gonna try first the one that is plain. If you can see this, it's quite dry. There's no like sauce coming down the sides, because my mom used to make a lot of apple pie when we were kids, and the way that she did it was quite saucy. The way to describe it is, one, it's not very sweet. The apples are very, very crunchy still. As my daughter said, it's as if like they had literally just made fresh apples and just put it there, and it hadn't soaked in all that juice, making it crunchy, but at the same time it is juicy. So that goes to show it's also the quality of the apples that they used. What was the apple pie with whipped cream, but you guys saw it earlier. You know, an empty plate is a sign of a great pie. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little bit of the whipped cream, add it to my apple pie. Okay, so what does the crust taste like? I just want to show you this upper portion right here. To me, it actually tastes a little bit like gingerbread. It's a bit chewy at the top, and again, not sweet at all. I like it. I mean, am I a fan of apple pie? Not so much, but for something that I expected it to be sweeter, a little bit soggy, it's actually quite delicious. This is so last minute because honestly, I was so lazy to go because I don't want to walk. But my sister braved it in the rain. And then my daughter made me try it, and it's like, I mean, it looks basic, but then it's crisp on the outside, super chewy on the inside. I mean, it's sweet, but it's not like deathly sweet. So it has some dark chocolatey, white chocolatey, ooey gooey. The best way to enjoy it is it's a big bite, as my daughter said. A little bit of the outside for the crisp and a little bit of the inside for the chew. Holy cow, super good. And it's nice because the box actually has like how to reheat it, how to store it, and all these things. And apparently my sister said this cookie, I mean, when we saw it earlier, the line was so long. She said it was just really quick. She was there for 5 minutes and then done. And my daughter hand is slowly dying. And basically, is it worth it? Super worth it. Really worth it. And that's literally all she sells. Okay, so we made a special stop over. Thank you, Elias. So apparently, we know milk as to be pasteurized because in a way it's sort of like cleaning the milk to take away its like certain bacteria, but we know that there are certain bacteria that are actually good for you. But anyway, technically it's illegal to sell pure unpasteurized milk. So you're not allowed to do that. But there's a rule that you can't sell it in a store. So the guy who owns this place, it's like technically not in a store. It's like a shed. And then Elias was doing it earlier. He's like, for as long as you like bring your own bottle, it's sort of like they made like a loophole. Anyway, the point is, I'm lactose intolerant and I'm scared to try it. But the fact that my daughter and my sister are like, wow. Okay, here we go. Let's just see what it looks like. It looks like this.
It looks like milk.
It looks like normal milk. It looks like, what does it smell like? It has no smell. It's cold, so it's super cold. Oh wow, that's good. It's good. It's super light. It's almost, it's kind of watery. It's kind of brothy. Oh wow. So how much is the milk? For €1.40, you get a liter. You get one whole liter. But let's say you're like, I don't want to drink like 1 liter. As you saw, we only drank it per glass. So if you drop like 10 cents, literally it will give you milk that's worth 10 cents. Huh. Now you know. So good. Fun fact about me, I'm lactose intolerant. I mean, I love my cheese. It's just that I'm on tour. So, okay, you know what? Who cares if I'm lactose intolerant? I just need to try it. Seaweed lemon zest.
Yes.
They had me at lemon and seaweed. It is like an essence of some Japanese dish. You can definitely taste the lemon, that zing, hence the zest. Oh wow, that's so good. Let's try, okay, baby Eden, baby Gouda, goat yang. Actually, for those of you who are lactose intolerant, goat cheese is actually something that you can take. Okay, let's try the organic garlic. Oh wow, that's divine. Holy. Okay. Now let's try the organic red chili. I love me some chili. I love spicy food. There it is. It takes a while for it to seep in. It just like melts in your mouth. Oh, that's good. Fenugreek, no, let's try the coconut. Oh, but now that I had the chili, it's kind of hard to neutralize that. Okay. Coconut. I got it. Imagine pastillas de leche, coconut flavor. That is exactly what it is. So it's about 4 o'clock, it's 4 p.m. We are in a side of town that, as you can see all around me, it's just like container ships. It's a very industrial part of town. It's a little bit desolate, not gonna lie, but what is the selling point? Why are we here? We are having drinks right up there. Apparently it used to be a former TV station turned into a bar, and obviously it comes more alive at night, but us peeps, we want to start early. Drinks at 4 p.m. This is REM.